The African Cup of Nations quarterfinal has been set. Tantalizing fixtures to look forward to. It begins on the 9th of January. But today, before we look at the fixtures, the news is that the Nigerian Super Eagles have an issue in their camp. Yes, the issue it has to do with winning bonuses that have not been paid to them, and they are threatening to not train and even travel to Marrakesh for that quarterfinal clash versus Algeria. We'll be breaking it down what we know so far here for you today and looking at the quarterfinal fixtures as they kick off in 2 days' time. As usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it, and first we'll talk about the Nigerian Super Eagles situation currently. They are preparing for their quarterfinal clash against Algeria. The clash has been set. Egypt will take on Ivory Coast. Mali will take on Morocco. There are some tantalizing fixtures to look forward to, but Nigerian Super Eagles, after that issue between Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman was resolved, and the rumors about Osimhen threatening to leave the camp, everything has been sorted out. Communication has come through that it's just the spats that they had on the pitch, and it has been resolved. A couple of hours after the game, it was resolved. But as I said, it's Nigeria that most of the time self-sabotages, because why are you playing beautiful football, scoring so many goals, and then you choose to be arguing with a teammate? It really makes no sense. But beside that, they have decided to go on another level of self-sabotage, quote unquote, as the players and coaching staff of the Nigerian Super Eagles are waiting on their Afcon bonus payments. They've won 4 games, so winning bonuses. The winning bonuses are for the 4 matches versus Tanzania, Uganda, Tunisia, and Mozambique, and they have yet to be received. Squad remain focused, but will not train or travel to Marrakesh on Thursday if this isn't resolved. We all know how this will end. We saw it in the African Cup of Nations World Cup qualifiers ahead of the playoffs. This was an issue they had, and they stood their grounds. They did not train, they did not do anything until it was resolved. Why does it always have to get to this stage before those in charge, who I'm sure probably have the money, will have this issue, and then wait? The players will strike before they make the monies available. It's an unfortunate situation that most African countries find themselves in, especially in tournaments, but Nigeria are the latest to have it happen to them once again. It has happened already, and we'll see that at the 11th hour, then they will start coming in and saying that let's resolve this is the monies, blah blah blah. It's becoming too common, and it needs to stop. But the latest is that the Super Eagles team have not traveled to Marrakesh for that game versus Algeria. Talking about the quarterfinal fixtures, I'm going to take you through the quarterfinal fixtures, which kicks off on the 9th of January, and giving my predictions for this one here. 9th of January, the first one is Mali versus Senegal. It's a clash that will see 2 West African sides going head to head. Mali have not yet won a game in this tournament. Senegal have been flamboyant, swashbuckling. The latest game versus Sudan was another emphatic win coming from behind. In my opinion, Senegal should be able to overcome this Malian side. They are very stoic. They needed a late goal versus Tunisia to overcome them. I think Senegal will put them to the sword in this one here, and I see Senegal moving on to the next phase. The next game on that same day, on the 9th of January, will be Cameroon versus Morocco. The party poopers, Cameroon, usually are good when it comes to playing versus host nations. They did it to Ghana in 2008. They did it to Gabon in 2017. They will face Morocco, who have not been so convincing throughout the competition. Many say some refereeing decisions have been going their way. Many say they've not seen a team that has overcome the world and made it to the semi-final stage. They've not seen that kind of football yet from this team, and they are waiting to see it. And clearly now they are in the quarterfinal and facing Cameroon. They will have to turn up big. Cameroon versus Morocco, I see the host overcoming. Mali, Cameroon will have their tournament curtailed in this quarterfinal clash here. On the 10th of January, another quarterfinal clash will be played. It's Algeria versus the Nigerian Super Eagles. In my opinion, I think this will be the clash of the round. Senegal versus Mali as well, but this one will be very, very interesting to watch. And all the 4 games we are going to watch are all very, very tantalizing fixtures. Algeria versus Nigeria should be one that will serve up a lot of subplots, because these two teams have met before. In the last time they met, I think it was Afcon 2019, Algeria beat Nigeria. I think something similar to that will happen here. Algeria needed a late goal in the extra time to overcome DR Congo. Nigeria were amazing. They ran riot versus Mozambique 4-0. They scored 12 goals so far. They've not lost or drawn a single game. They will be confident going into it, except for the spats that happened to Osimhen and Lukman. I don't see how that should really affect them. But I still feel that Algeria will overcome Nigeria. The last game of the round will be between Egypt and Ivory Coast, the reigning champions versus the African country to win the most Afcons. Egypt, 7-time winners, versus Ivory Coast, who are now 3-time winners. It will be a very, very hard game, but I think the reigning champions should be able to overcome Egypt here and curtail their run in the African Cup of Nations. So that is my prediction for the African Cup of Nations. The winner of Algeria versus Nigeria will face either Morocco or Cameroon. So very, very, very tough fixtures to look forward to heading into the quarter final. And the winner of Mali, Senegal will face the winner of Egypt, Ivory Coast. So yeah, it will be fun to watch. We're keeping our eyes close on it. But let me know what you think in the comments box on this one here. Who is making it to the semi-final of the African Cup of Nations? I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.